This episode of 3DMs and a Tale is brought to you by...
Back in the days of old, there was a place where death could not take hold. Among the rattlesnakes and buzzards danced a different form of dread. The undead. This place, mysterious and unkind, had left the order of the natural world behind. Stop me if you've heard this one before. I'm not here to tell your story anymore. You were there, after all, with the vampires, warm bloods, and thralls. Today, you have a grave that you won't use, and a body with life you aren't afraid to lose. You're folk that death cannot add to their tally. Welcome to the horror of Death Valley. Death Valley, a Western horror tabletop role-playing game. Coming to Backer Kit October 2025.
Hello and welcome to 3DMs and a Tale. I am Aaron Church Solomon. I am your host and your potential storyteller for the day. I have with me a wonderful batch of D&D people, improv actors, comedians, anyone that's pretty much funny. You better show up to this damn show. And I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves off. Michael.
My name is Michael Overby. I am also known as the Black Stag GM. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. And also at blackstaggm.com.
Yes, sir. Will.
Yep. My name is Will.
Lork.
I don't really have anything to plug, nor do I have any particular title to go by. I'm here to make sure that everything stays on track, and I look forward to failing. Next.
I'm Roo. I am new here. I'm Roo Nafasat, and you can find me on the socials at Arusa STFU. That is my government name, UROOSA STFU, on all platforms.
Fantastic. And Rue's joining us for the first time here on the show, and I'm pretty excited about it. We're going to see how this actually plays out, because we typically have D&D players, but between Roo and Jolly, if you've met him in the other parts of season 3, are the first official, I would say, improv actors on the show. So Jolly has done very well, and I'm very excited to see Roo here on camera in the show with us. Now, how it goes, if you're not familiar with this, 3DMs and a Tale, the entire idea is that we are going to roll this die to find out, it has a little ducky in it. I always have to point that out. We're going to roll this die to find out who is going to be the DM, the head storyteller for the story that's going to be happening today. The story is entirely improvised from top to bottom. We don't even know who's going to be in charge. We don't even know who's going to be the donkey, the horse, the ass, or the princess. Or we could really just end up in New York City in like the 1980s for all I know, and someone has to be like Eddie Murphy. So that's how that's going to go. On this episode particularly, the only DM... only people that want to put their name in the hat, are going to be myself and Michael. So we have decided, and Michael, if you'd like to fight for it at all, but we're going to do evens and odds. If it lands on an odd number, 1, 3, and 5, I will be the DM for this episode. If it lands on a 2, 4, or 6, Michael will be the episode. Don't worry, I have been shaking in my boots since before the camera was rolling. Let's get this.
I like evens. They're lucky.
I don't know what kind of luck you're aiming for, buddy. And the roll, and that's it. It's a 1! You dodged it. You dodged it, Michael. You're so lucky.
I mean, I didn't really...
I get to be in
I was going to
charge.
say, that was less of a dodge and more of a letdown.
You're very... Okay, before we started rolling, Michael was like, I can just do it. I can just be the guy. Like, you can just let me do it. I was like, no, that's not the spirit of the show. I will sacrifice my body, heart, and soul to make sure this is done right. So, where we're going to set up right now, actually, we're in the middle of a lake, actually. There is a small little boat in the middle of a lake. There's a little wooded area that surrounds this entire lake right now. There's a little bridge with a road there, paved road. And there's some fishing lines, poking out, and you're just casually fishing there on the boat. I'm going to come to Michael. What are you doing?
So it's a lake, and there's a
There's a small little boat in the middle of the lake, and there's fishing rods out there. Someone's fishing.
Okay. I'll say I am watching the boat from a distance.
You're watching them boat. So you're out in the woods watching this boat as people are fishing already. Will, what are you doing?
I am the boat. If you've ever played Wind Waker, basically just think of that. There's a figurehead prow coming off this little boat, and I am that.
So Will is the figurehead of the boat. This boat ends up having just that frontal head piece. I imagine, like think Viking piece. And Will's face, in fact, that exact face you're looking at right now is on the boat, if you don't mind me saying, Will. Did you have
Absolutely.
another? Okay, so that exact goateed ginger face is on the front of the boat. Roo, where are you in this whole scene right now? We have Michael, not exactly anything yet. He's just watching. He could be a tree. I don't know yet, actually. He has not given that to me. Roo, what are you up to? Who are you? Who or where are you in this situation?
All right, I just had a rough day at my day job, and so we are taking a walk on the bridge and eating crackers and hoping that somebody stands right next to me for conversation, like when you're in a grocery store checkout lane and you bombard someone with conversation.
So you are just making your way home from work. What is your job, if you don't mind me asking?
I am a butcher, except that I don't butcher like cows or anything. I am a butcher of birds only. Do not bring me any fish, do not bring me any lamb, only birds.
Okay, the official. Oh, I wish I had the O word for the scientific name for birds right now. So we have a bird butcher, the lone bird butcher,
Ornithologist.
a bird
Ornithologist.
butcher. Thank you, sir.
There you go.
And so, Ruse, what's your character's name, if you don't mind me asking?
Polly, like the
Polly.
bird.
So Polly want to butcher these birds. Polly want to butcher these birds. Is walking across the bridge, having a little crackers and snacks or whatnot, which Polly want a cracker. You know, it's checks out. On their way home to across this bridge, going by this lake, and there's just some guys that are just hanging out in the middle of that boat in the middle, just fishing. They're having their own little day off. They might have a show later or something like that. And now, Michael, what are
So,
you up to? Because you're out in the middle of the woods. Rue has said that Polly here, her character Polly, is looking to do the "oh, I wish a stranger would be friendly to me so I can unload all of my trauma on them while we're picking out eggs." Um,
so I
what are
guess
you
my
up to?
first question, yeah, I guess my first question is, what time period are we in?
So we would, let's say we are in modern day. The
Okay,
like for example, that boat has just a single stroke engine on it. The guys out there, like they have their regular like life vest, cooler of beer, things like that. You know, one of them's got
gotcha.
flannel on and things like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
and with this, like, are we near like civilization, or is this like a lake that is kind of at the very edge of civilization, or is it like Manhattan where it's like in the
I
center
would
of the
say
city?
I would say this is pretty close to the center of the city. Or I'd say it's
Okay,
close enough to city or society or something like that. You maybe like 30 minutes or an hour away from civilization. You know what I mean? Like let's say
it's like
this has imagine
Strawberry
if
here,
yeah,
like an
yeah.
hour away.
It's an hour away, but it's not too far. If you want to go for an easy lake, get out there. There's there's some little houses or towns nearby, some farms nearby or whatnot inside of this area. Um,
Gotcha.
but yeah, modern
Okay,
day, still like a touch rustic, but you can go get five guys, on the weekends. You know what I'm saying?
gotcha,
So
gotcha. Okay,
so yeah.
um, I'm watching this boat from the shore. And I'll say that I am probably like I'm a wilderness guide. And so currently, like, I'm in the woods watching these guys and like trying to figure out what they're doing. But I will say, like, if you were to see me, you would think I came out of the medieval era. I've got this big, thick fur coat on. You can't really see the backpack, a big old axe on one side. I have a rifle, but it's stowed away. You can't really see it. And just this giant, gruff beard, super long hair, uh, very mountain man-esque.
Okay,
And
and you
I'm
said
just kind of,
you're a wilderness guide, you said?
yes.
Okay, and keep going.
And I will say his name is Lork.
Lork. So we have
Lork. Lork.
so we have Lork and Polly so far. Lork, big wilderness guy, kind of feels like he's kind of a big mountain man Viking guy, but also packs a 22. And then we have Polly,
45.
who
45.
a
We got
45.
bears
All
here.
right, respectable, sir. Respectable gauge to deal with the real problems out here. Yes, sir. And then we have Polly, the butcher that only butchers birds. Very exclusive. Only it must have wings. Flightless or nearly flightless are acceptable, but must be bird. Alrighty. Polly's walking along, is able to notice these guys in the boat and everything, and the boat itself is kind of just there with holding these guys. Boat, if you don't mind me calling you that. Or are you Yamaha boat? What do you have a name, boat?
My sacred name is the God King of Silver Eagles. Engraved in the side of my wooden hull is Speed Buggy.
Okay. Can I call you Silver? Can I call you
Yes,
a
please.
non-full? Okay, so Silver the boat. Could you tell me anything about what the guys on the boat are discussing?
Well, they are currently discussing the murder of my previous owner, who they dumped overboard roughly an hour ago.
So, oh, so are these fishing poles and stuff even theirs?
No, however, they are fishing with them.
That's interesting. So did they just swim out there and just take over this? It was a single guy. They just four guys just strong armed the one guy, and
There
just
was actually another one of them, but my master was able to successfully break his neck with his bare hands before they overwhelmed him with their many knives.
that's very intense. That's very intense.
Would that I could
Alrighty.
have defended him. Unfortunately, I am but a boat.
This is fair. This is fair. Alrighty. Well, at this point, I would say that there's a car that has pulled up. It's actually pulled. It's gone past Polly. You notice this. Let's say this van is actually pulled on by, and it's actually parked up ahead of you. And it's this all white van, no windows or anything like that. And the guys in the boat notice this, and they realize they need to start actually like getting themselves like to shore. Alrighty. What do you do, Polly?
I
What
look
do you
at
see and what do you notice here? Go ahead.
I look at the van and no one else is really trying to have conversation on the bridge. So I think, you know what? Let's walk over to the van and see if anyone wants to hear about my problems on the day. And so I walk in and I knock on the door of the van.
This guy is kind of like roughly he's kind of dressed casually, but it feels like it's on purpose, you know? And he just like looks at you and just rolls the window down. He's like, "Did you get the boat?"
Uh, are they directed to me or the other person in
Yeah,
the?
the driver that you've knocked on that with like the window for the driver, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So the guy looks at you and he's like, "Are they getting the boat in? Are they bringing the boat?"
And I look over at the boat and I see that they're coming to shore, and I will turn back over to the driver and I say, "Well, it appears so, but let me tell you about this day that I had at work while you're waiting for your friends to come."
Eyebrows start slowly just raising, just. And Polly, could you describe your attire for me? Are you still like in fresh, like bird, like blood and feathers and things like that? Did you tidy up before you started heading home? What do you look like?
So I definitely am very stinky. After a full day of butchering birds, it's not a good smell. Um, I like to keep myself tidy, but sometimes the sleeves they roll up. They're not that clean, so there are a couple of stray feathers on me. But otherwise, my jacket that I have on, because I'm assuming it's a cold day for some reason in my brain, is like a nice like wool shapely jacket, but the inside of me is like all on scrubs and sweats and disgusting.
Hmm. So, so the guy in the driver's seat just finally like kind of actually like takes a moment and like looks at you like up and down, realizing, wait, okay, there's no way this guy is a part of what I'm doing and what I'm a part of. So He's like, wait, shut up, because you're just rambling through your day right now, right? He's like, shut up. Are you here with the team that's that's picking up this boat?
And I think about it, and I, think about my day, and I say, yes, I
Okay.
am.
Okay, then can you, it's just me in this van right now. Can you just go then open up like the back doors to open up so that those guys can get that boat loaded in here? We're on a timer. We have to get going.
Like, got it, sir. And I open up the back doors of the van.
Okay. What was it?
Lork.
Lork, thank you. Lork, what do you see and what are you doing?
So I was out in the woods for a while, and probably early this morning I saw these guys uh, grab this random dude who was on his boat earlier, and then essentially try to take him out to the lake. Watched him stab a guy, and that guy dropped, and they just kind of left him in one of my hollows that I use to store like occasionally a treat when I don't want the bears to find it. So I found a dead guy in it. That was really, really weird. Not usually what I find. I mean, I find lots of dead people, but they're usually several years decayed by that time. And anyway, so yeah, I was like, that's weird. Followed the blood trail to the docks, then saw them load up this guy. Wasn't quite dead yet. Stabbed him a few more times, put a rope around him, and then tied a bunch of stones, threw him in the water and watch them sink. And so now I've just been kind of sitting here at the edge of the woods, just watching these guys fish all day, and kind of trying to figure out how I'm gonna approach this. Constantly, I've been thinking to myself, do I just walk up and say, "Hey, hi, the name's Lork. I watched you murder a man earlier. That was really, really disingenuous of you. I think you should probably turn yourself in." The other part of me is thinking like, this is my moment. I've got a machete and an axe, and I could go full on horror film and just be the wilderness man who kills a bunch of guys on their boat. Uh, but then I wouldn't be able to tell my story of how I watched them kill a man, and I feel like that might be a bad thing. I haven't talked to a lot of people in a long time. It's been, out in the woods for about a year and a half. Haven't seen a living person in that time, so this is really interesting.
You have no idea who Polly is.
No, no, I have no idea who any
Okay.
people are. I
Okay.
haven't exited the forest in a long time. So,
Quick question.
but anyway,
How visible have you been?
I blend in. You'd think I was probably like a
Draw
deer or
draw
something.
draw with advantage. Draw with advantage.
Okay, let's see.
Draw with advantage about
We
how
have
visible you've been.
two
A
nines.
9 and 2
Uh,
9s. You're plenty visible.
yeah.
You're plenty visible. Like they'd have to pay attention, they'd have to notice. But all these guys on the boat are worried about is like just their timer. And the van was a little tight on the time, so they're getting themselves going.
Perfect.
No
Then
one's looking for you. There's not a lot of people in the area right now.
every now and then the boat looks over at you, stares for a few seconds, waits to see if you do anything, turns back to being a figurehead.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Drive.
But also, I've been here for a year and a half now, or a year, and I'm kind of thinking that might just be the mind going, because I haven't really had any social contact for a long while, and boats looking at you is kind of like the sign that you might be going crazy, which is in all fairness possible.
Quite. Um, Bo, you're clearly being taken to shore, even just a non-normal shore. They're gonna take you straight to like the grass's edge, where the mud and the rocks are and things like that. And are you gonna try to prevent these guys in any way from pretty much just taking you to shore and like trying to hoist you and load you into the back of this big van?
Well, here is the situation. I, as a boat, am incapable of action myself. However, if there happen to be any local sea creatures, specifically some kind of lake monster, I would call to them for aid.
Draw.
Okay, first draw from this deck. Let's see how it tells me. Can you even begin to see that? Yep,
That is a 4. That is a 4. So an above average sized bullfrog leaps from the water into the boat and ribbits aggressively at the men.
I will turn to look at him. Bartholomew, I appreciate you, but I do not think that this challenge is. No, you have this. I have seen you conquer many mighty flies. Tear them apart, my friend.
The frog's like, and then it jumps onto the face of one of the men, and he's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" And I'm just gonna draw for him right now. That's a queen. He's able to get the frog out and just throw the frog back into the water. Just, what the fuck was that? Oh, it's got slime all over me now. Oh my god. And the other guy's like, "Shut up, Jim. Let's get this thing loaded up. We gotta get out of here." So the men get you to shore.
Okay, I was gonna ask, are they getting to shore right now?
Yeah, they're pretty much about to get to shore like right now. There's a touch of clearing between where the forest like kind of ends, where there's that road, that kind of gravelly edge where it creeps down, it slopes down to the water itself. So there will be probably about 20 yards between at least the edge of the forest and then you running parallel to the street to actually, if you were to try to go from, let's say, if we're looking at the scene with like, you're going to come from like the right and the van's there and they're loading and they're getting the van up the slope. You'd have probably about 20 yards for you to even get to the van itself.
Lork is going to like be like he's made a decision. He's gonna approach them very friendly, but he's also gonna like take out the knife that he uses to skin things with, and he's just gonna kind of place it a little bit closer. He's made sure that his ammo is all good. He's got shots, and then he's like, "I've got an axe and a machete, but I'm also gonna get this like deer antler that I found that was really cool. That like I kind of have on my back." And I'm just gonna like have it kind of on my side, so if I need to, I can bash them over the head with that, and that'll probably do some damage. And then I'm just gonna walk up and pretend like we're all friends. And so Lork is
Roo,
walking
Polly,
out of the forest
Polly,
towards the boat.
Polly, how are you helping these guys? One of which is named Jim, load up Silver the boat. Although his name on the side of him is what again?
Speed Buggy.
So loading up Silver, whose public name is Speed Buggy due to unfortunate licensing issues. How are you helping these guys that you've never met before and they don't even recognize you? How is that? How are you helping them out?
All right, I am getting really annoyed because I have this thing about, okay, if I have a time limit, then we have to achieve it within the time, and we're obviously running out of time. So I go over to the boat and the guys, and I say, "Hey, what's taking you guys so long? Come on!" And then I see this whole thing happen, and I'm like, "Oh!" So I start running towards them.
You start running towards them because you saw what happening? Just them just getting to shore and everything?
Yeah, them getting to shore. I thought I saw the frog situation.
Right,
Was it
right,
a big
right.
frog?
It was this kind of frog, like the kind of frog that's gonna cover your face like the predator, like a predator hatchling, but it's not gonna, impregnate you, luckily.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Well, then in that case, I'm angrily stomping towards them.
awesome. Can you draw for intimidation? Just draw to see how these guys react, how strong it is.
Well, it's an
Oh, you are locked in. You are locked in. You are caking your boots into this mud, just driving them in as you're stomping down. You are yelling at the top of your lungs at them, and just that. And you're a male butcher, right?
No, I'm a small female bird-like butcher, but butchers birds.
So you are a bird, a female butcher. That's a bird. That bird
I'm
butchers
not
birds.
a bird. I just have a bird-like physique.
So female bird-like physique.
Butcher.
A bird like butcher. Okay, I'm catching up right now. Alrighty. So you are stamping up, making your significant but steady pieces. You are full matriarch, right? You are full power right now of command, and these guys were not prepared in their operation to be interacting with like a lead female. They've also been given such little information. Jim's like, "Oh shit, I guess is she in charge? I guess she's in charge. All right, let's go, guys." They start throwing shit out of the boat and everything because they're just here to get this like secretly magic boat. Okay, so they're getting moving. They're getting moving. They're getting this thing picked up and everything because Polly, has been quite the intimidating, scary person here right now. So they're taking the boat on a boat. Do you want to do anything right now?
I will turn to look directly at Polly and speaking directly to her go, Valkyrie, thou art a mighty warrior. Would you consider claiming ownership of me by slaying these cads who have slain my previous master?
Oh. So now I'm thinking, whoa, this day has gone a full left turn for me. I thought I was just going to be in the back of a van, and now if I want to own a boat, I have to slay my enemies. So I asked the boat, do I also have to, slay the guy in the van?
He did not directly steal me upon the waters, so no. Although it wouldn't hurt.
All right. I am. Oh man. Okay. I am, full energy. I am kind of upset that they're taking so long. So, and there is a prospect of having a boat if I road rage on my feet long. So just regular rage, towards them. So I think I'm gonna, further draw my, what do you call it? A cleaver? That you
You have your cleaver on you?
I do. You
Okay.
can't go anywhere without the cleaver.
Okay. More intimidating. Keep going.
Yeah, so I take the cleaver and I say, "Hey, come over here. You guys are not picking up your legs nearly as fast as you should." But like inside, I'm thinking, if they run into my cleaver, can't be that bad. I just want to play a little bit of the long game.
Are you going to try to position yourself to where they might accidentally, like, throw their, carotid vein, neck vein into your cleaver? Like, are you doing anything like that? Because these guys are pretty much like, they're high kneeing it now. Because you brought out the cleaver now. They're high kneeing it, like, go. She's actually crazy. She's actually crazy. Of course, it's crazy. They're after the magic boat. Like, they won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am positioning it so that if they did run into it, oh no, I would have to finish the job.
So I'm going to draw 4 cards. And since you're not being very intentional about this, I at least want you to draw with disadvantage. And we're going to see if any of the 4 cards that I've drawn for these 4 guys, if they get any sort of impact with your cleaver. So, draw 2, lowest, go.
All right. I drew the lowest is an 8.
An 8. Queen 8, 8's the low. Alrighty. First guy, he's a 10. He just gets on by that as y'all are kind of going along. Next guy, he's a 4. He gets nicked. He gets nicked like right on the shoulder. He's like, oh shit. Third guy, you actually like nick his thigh. Like you just drop the blade and you nick his thigh. He's now limping hard. And then last guy, King, he dodges no problem. So 2 guys have now just been significantly injured. And at this point, I need this to actually be way. Lork, where are you at? What you doing?
Well, Lork, he's gonna come up.
And you've heard these shots like, ah, fuck, what the shit? Now I'm bleeding. Fuck.
Yeah. Lork is going to walk up and see the small, petite woman wielding a very large meat cleaver and go, that makes sense. And then he's going to just walk up and as he's watching this, he's going to go, hello, tiny flesh creatures. It seems you're having problems with your metallic vessel that seems to be driving me mad.
The boat will turn to look at you.
This one, the one that can turn its head. It's very interesting. The madness I thought would be slower than this, and so it's very unusual. Also, it did you know that the man you killed owned that boat before?
And one of the guys like, yeah, we know. We killed this guy. We have a job right now. She's crazy. She's got a knife. We're just trying to load this boat. And for some reason, like, I don't know if you're trying to do anything here, Silver, but the boat's kind of like not actually going into the ship. It can fit into this van. This is one of them big like Mercedes kinds of vans, the kind of vans that you're where like you could stack things in it. It can take a dinghy. You know what I'm saying? We're not dealing with like a 2-speed. We're having a little dinghy boat that has a very large ego and a very big head. So they're just trying to shove this thing in because these guys have orders to get this little magic boat to their boss. But now they've got several complications. They've got Polly, who's nicked them and is kind of like, they believe that you're their boss actually right now, like on the site, ready to deal with this. But right now, for some reason, they keep getting in each other's ways. They're banging into the door. The boat keeps in, an oar is still in it for some reason. They're tripping and falling over themselves. I'm going to draw right now. See, that's a king. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. One of them gets crushed a little bit. He has a sprained wrist right now because of the boat, let's say. So are you actively
You all
trying to do
seem to
anything
be
right
very
now?
bad.
Yeah,
You
I
all
turn-
seem very bad at. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just whoever is closest, like trying to handle me up front. I'm just leaned as close as I can get and just following him around.
He's like, do you have to do that?
No, you have removed me from the water.
Can we get this thing in already? Lork, what do
I
you do?
you know, I add a little bit of spice by yelling at them because I don't like the incompetence that I'm seeing here because I know that they're scared of me and it's like, hey, don't let this boat handle you, handle it. And that's it.
Lork just goes, I don't think the boat wants to be in the water or wants to be in the van. I think it would rather go back to the water since that's where boats traditionally are, unless something's changed in the last year. I'm not up on the new trends. I once heard there's something called the skeet. I'm not sure what that meant. Or skippity. It's very difficult to understand what any of that means nowadays, but it seems you're trying to take a boat out of the water. Also, I think that man is mad because he's talking to the boat. Now I haven't done that yet, so I must be less mad than him.
It's
Isn't
at this
so.
point. It's at this point that the driver, you hear that driver's side door slam, and the driver has come around. He's like, "Yeah, no, she's got a cleaver and every. Yeah, what's your name?" He said, pointing at you, Polly.
You know, you can't let them know you're. I'm going with my full name. This is a new turn of things for me. I'm turning over a new leaf. The job was real rough, so I say I am Polly Johansson.
We know Polly Johansson is there. Yeah, I didn't think so. She's not even a part of this whole deal. Get the boat in and let's get out of here. Who are you? He says, pointing at you, Lurk.
I am Lork. I also forgot my last name. It's not really needed. The birds don't talk to you, and the animals don't talk to you, so
The birds talk to
I
me.
haven't needed it.
Holy shit! It talks.
Oh wow, I heard that. Wow, I must be going really crazy.
I have been
Anyway,
talking
but
for
you
hours.
Oh my god, that boat actually talks. This boat's actually fucking magical. Alrighty, you two, Lurk, whatever your name is, Polly, what's its face? You two need to get the fuck out of here, boys. Finish loading this thing in. It's time to go.
are you
I-
in cahoots with these people that murdered the other man?
We're stealing a boat.
Do not
So-
let them take me. I will be cursed for all eternity.
Can you get that thing to shut up?
No!
First, I do not like your tone, sir. First of all, second of all, I don't like the fact that you're taking this away from me. And then I turn over to the guy that I hit pretty hard and go at his thigh again. Like,
And that's Kyle. And Kyle's like, oh, he's trying. Okay, draw to hit, and we're gonna have a contested draw real quick.
all right. Okay. Do. Ready?
Yep.
Ace.
Ace and
Oh
ace.
my
Oh!
God, no!
He somersaults out of the way of your full, just harsh swing at him. He just flips himself. He's in the boat now, but he has just levitated like his calves sprung in survival
Hold on.
mode. He's just plopped himself into the boat.
He's in the boat on land.
He is in the boat on land. Well, you're lifted by the 3 guys right now. It's kind of tipping right now.
He begins to visibly age.
All right. At what kind of rate is he aging? Like, is he just getting gray in like
Yeah,
seconds?
call it like a month a minute. Month a second. Sorry.
Yeah. So, well, he shits himself. Because he's feeling this happen. Like he's felt this transformation hitting. So he just shits himself. So it's in his pants though. So he hasn't shat on the boat, but he shat in the boat, and that's a problem. It's at this point the driver pulls out his sidearm. He's like, "Alrighty, you and you need to go. Get out of the boat, Kyle. You're fine. John, Matt, Mark." And he's like, "I'll take care of these
pulls
two."
out the gun. The moment he pulls out the gun, Lork is just gonna like very adeptly grab his pistol and literally from the hip just fire it. Just without hesitation.
Draw.
Okay, ready? I don't know what this is, so we're about to find out if I made a bad decision. What is this? Oh, that's the Joker.
That's a Joker. You right through his chest, just instant, boom, dead, done, outie. He is now over, gun clatters away. He's straight up dead. Coincidentally, at the same time, the boat just teeters in just the right way, falls over, and doesn't kill, but basically crushes the hips of Matt and Mark. So now at this point, Kyle's in the boat. He's about 2 years older now, and Kyle is sitting there in the middle of all this going, "Oh shit!" And I think he's the one that got nicked on the shoulder. It's like, "Oh, this is all fucked." And the boat has like fallen out. So he just like looks at you with the gun, and he just has his hands up because he has no arm. He has like a side knife or whatever, but nothing. He's like, yes.
That was very unfortunate because these are meant for bears and not for people. And I'm really upset that you made me waste that. But I can't afford to be shot because there's no doctors out here. And it's very, very problematic if I get sepsis. So I'm sorry that I had to kill your friend. That was really unfortunate on all of our parts. Um, anyway, I think we should put the boat back in the water. Small woman named Polly Johnson. If it's amenable to you, of course, I would be most grateful if you would allow me to push the boat back in the water.
Okay. Yes, you can push the boat back in the water. However, if you need help with it, get this guy with his hands up to help you and spare his life. Because after, I want everyone in his circles to know that there's a Polly Johansson out here and she is not playing.
If he remains alive, he is my owner.
Can I relinquish ownership?
And only through battle.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's okay, actually. Miss Polly Johansson, if that's too forward, let me know. But I have a way of resolving this. You have a large bladed weapon. And he pulls out his axe, have another bladed weapon. I will give this bladed weapon to him, and you two can do combat. And if you win, it all is fine, right? And then the boat can relinquish, and if he lives, then he gets to live. And he can tell tales of your great epics.
That seems great to me.
Do I get a vote here?
I don't think so.
And Lork just hands him an axe and goes, "This is your axe now. Do not try to strike me or the boat or your friends, or I will shoot you." And that'll be another bullet that I was very unhappy to use. These are very expensive out here. I don't know if you know that. And so I will have to rifle through your pockets.
Down as close to him as I can. Die well, warrior.
Yes.
I just wanted to
and I don't want to rob you.
I just took this job to pay off my Honda Civic. I wasn't here to fight shit.
I don't want to rob you, and I know that taking money off of the dead is wrong, But honestly, the amount of money I've had to waste on a bullet now is very, very unsettling to me. So I'm going to half the rifle if you die. So just try not to do that. I would really hate to do that. It's very impolite. And I just walk
So,
back over and start grabbing the boat and pulling it back into the water. Also, your
so,
friend here looks very old now.
so, by the way, Matt and Mark, who got their hips crushed, they pass out immediately from the pain. But inside of this whole bantering situation that's occurred, Matt woke up, saw Mark was still knocked out, listened to the conversation long enough to like play dead, play dead, like, and right as you start like moving the boat, it starts just running against them, and they're like shit, and so they are. Matt is fighting to not just scream in pain. It is awoken Mark, and Matt's just quickly just put his hand over Mark's mouth, like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Stay quiet, right? Stay quiet. So they are both trying to appear dead so that they do not have to attempt to defend their lives to own a boat that they do not want anyway. Meanwhile,
Can Lork draw to see if he notices this? Okay.
contested draw for both dudes.
Okay.
Your one card's good. Your one card's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's a
10
10.
to a queen and a queen.
Ah,
So these guys are
Mark
twins,
does
actually.
not see.
I didn't know this beforehand, but Matt and Mark are twins, actually. So yeah, they skate
go.
by on this. They have no idea how they're gonna get the fuck out of this because they're both basically like paralyzed because their hips are shattered. Their hope right now is that Kyle somehow wins this so that they can they can be put into the van and he can drive them to the hospital or something. So
How close are they to the water?
they're right at the foot of the van. So like the van is up on the road and there's that stretch down to the water. So they're not near the water at all. They are right there pretty much by the bumper. And because they were right there, like imagine the boat was trying to get put in, but the nose just wouldn't go more than like a foot or a yard
Right.
into the van. There's just some invisible like plot barrier there, just preventing the
Yes.
whole thing from happening. So
Just kept moving my face around to the most inconvenient position.
now, because I feel like I've lost track, I forget who's in the boat and who's the guy with the
Kyle.
axe. So Kyle's in the boat?
I believe
Kyle-
that's
'cause I
who
think-
you said was in the boat.
I think it's John.
Kyle's
in
either the
boat.
one with the axe or John is the one in the boat.
Fantastic.
I don't know who I murdered.
So you have no, that's the driver, and he didn't have a name. So you killed the
Okay.
driver. Driver's dead. Driver's gone. Don't worry about him. His gun is still on the floor. So y'all do with that what you will.
Oh.
It's
No, there's no honor in using a gun in a knife fight, in a blade fight.
We'll talk about a responsible community about firearms anyway. Some kid's gonna pick that up later.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Lark is looking at it, but it's smaller than his, and so he goes, for small game. But I'll get the boat to the water first.
So, because that's how I remember it. John's the one getting old in the boat. He's
Yep.
He's just going along here right now. Will, how's he doing?
Considering how long that banter went on, I imagine aged about 30, 40 years.
So he also has broken hips at this point. His hips are problematic, and he has just not been able to just deal because the feeling of aging super quickly is somewhere between paralysis and shock at all times for this guy right now. There's no contesting this. He's locked into this, and there's a part of him that thinks like I might become a part of the furniture of this thing somehow.
He wouldn't be the first.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are taking you Lork, as well as with Kyle, the guy with the axe, are just dragging this boat on down to bring it to the water. And you guys bring it. Do you want to put it all the way into the water? Or you just want to touch it on the edge so you can actually like get into it later?
Well, the boat said it wanted to be in the water, so I'm just going to place it all the way in the water.
All right, boat. Do you push yourself out to the center of the lake? Do you want to hang out near the shore?
I will, as soon as I'm back in the water, I kind of straighten up a bit and just, my purpose is restored. However, a thought occurs, and I'm going to get right into the face of what, Kyle?
John's in the boat.
No, not the one in the boat.
Oh, to Kyle, the one with the axe?
Yes. And since I am in the boat, he stops aging and starts reverse aging. He starts regaining his youth.
So that whole thing
Now that
about
we're in the
like,
water.
yeah.
Yeah.
So those emotions that I listed for John in the boat earlier. Same one's just
Yeah.
reversed. Now instead of like shock and awe, it's just reversed now.
So I'm gonna
Alrighty.
look Kyle, guy with the axe, dead in the face. You were sent here by someone, correct?
Yeah.
Then they will send more if you die.
Yeah.
Use his life. Find the one who sent him. Murder him and cast his corpse into my vessel.
Wait. So I don't have to fight?
Unless you want to.
No. Oh no. Oh no. He just throws the axe like to the side making sure it
Lork
lands on the ground.
catches it. Midair just catches it and he goes, "You need to be good to your tools, otherwise they won't last long."
This is true.
Fair. I Kyle realizes and he's like, hold on. And he runs back up to where the driver is to like get the phone off the guy.
Don't touch the gun. I have dibs on that.
He looks at the gun. He's like, he just picks up the phone and just starts coming back. Let's see if we could figure. I don't know shit, but
Would you be so kind to actually pick up that gun and bring it to me? I would really appreciate it. I don't want to have to walk back up there.
he just like head down, just like jogs himself back up. Matt and Mark are like scrambling around. They see and they're like, dude, get out of here. I was like, I don't know, man. He's got 3 guns. This is really like, I don't have to. I'm not dead. So maybe like, do either of you guys know, like our boss or like where to go or take this? I'm just gonna draw to see if either of them know.
Mm.
Matt does like, yeah, it's my great aunt. She's a collector of like antiques. She's fucking rich and she's kind of a bitch, but she pays well. It's so yeah. It's like, alrighty, well, they kind of want to kill her. And Matt's like, that's fair. We did just like, I don't know. It's like, well, the boat wants him dead. I was like, see, that's weird that boat keeps having an opinion about this situation. I was like, so okay, well,
Daring
I've
right.
got the driver's phone. I never knew his name actually. I was like, neither do we. So is well.
Can you bring me your gun, please? You're taking a long time talking to those corpses. Also,
Coming.
you're being very disrespectful to Mrs. Johnson here. Sorry, Miss Johnson. Then it is,
Ms.
or is
yeah.
it is Mrs.
It's Ms. Johansson, and also yes, bring me the phone. I would like to speak to your elders.
Oh, okay. He's got the gun. He's holding it by the barrel to like really insinuate he's not about to try to do anything stupid with it. He comes over, hands the phone to Polly, and hands the gun to Lork. And I was like, I have information that might help with tracking down the person that wants to get this boat.
Yes,
Is
speak.
that? Oh God. So I'll say it. So Matt and Mark, the 2 guys up there who got crushed by the boat, one, they're alive. At this point, John just peeks up out of the boat. He's like, "Oh my God!" And he just like tumbles out of the boat and falls into the lake. It's like, oh, okay, he's alive. So Matt and Mark, their great aunt, who's like a super rich, but also kind of she's the one that wants this boat. I guess it's a collecting thing or something like that. And so if we can figure out how to get into that phone, I don't know if you want to barter with her or threaten her or anything, but that's the info that I have for you now. Please don't shoot me.
All right.
First of all,
sit
thank you
down.
very much for the gun. I trust you. You're a very good man, and this proves it. And I just put the gun away. Actually, no. I'll look at Polly and go, "Do you need a gun? I have 2 extra, so if you need a gun, you can have it."
Yeah, I'll take one.
Excellent. And I just hand her the gun. I think it has bullets in it.
Well, if it doesn't, then we could just use the body of the gun.
Yes, they're very good bludgeoning weapons. I've killed many squirrels with mine.
All right, now I turn over to is it Kyle?
Yeah, this is Kyle. Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle, You're fine. Just sit there for a second.
He just sits down and just you see him just kind of shaking from the shock of everything.
Also, Kyle, I know that you're doing this for your life, but I don't respect your lack of a spine. So there you go.
You would get along with my father magnificently.
I turn over to Matt. I kick him a little bit so he knows the pain that
Oh,
he's in.
shit's broken. What the fuck is wrong with you, woman? Oh my god.
Get your grandma, great grandma, whoever
It's
wants
my
to
great
smoke.
aunt.
I don't
Oh,
care. Just get her on the phone.
okay. Give me the phone, please.
And I hand
Yeah,
him
me
the
the
phone.
And he just emergency dials. I was like, ring, ring, ring. Hey, no, it's not going well. I know we're late. Yeah, could you? You know what? Here, I just he just defeatedly hands the phone back to you.
Okay. Hey, what's your name?
Who the fuck is this?
Your worst nightmare. I heard you're a bitch.
That's right. Now, where the fuck is? What have you done with my boat? And was that my little sweet nephew Mark or Matt?
Yeah, you should be a little bit disappointed in your nephew. He's got no hips, and he was not able to defend your boat or your honor or do anything that you asked him to. So there's that. But besides all of that, I would like to challenge you to a bitch off.
You want a bitch off?
Yes, I want a bitch
Sweetheart,
off.
I haven't had one of those in 40 years, and the last one still is trying to grow her hair back. Are you sure you want to do that?
Oh, I want a bitch off. I just got all your lackeys disabled over here, and they will have to have millions of dollars in hospital bills, and your driver no longer exists. So if there's anyone to have a bitch off with, it is me right here, right now, but I will come to you because I would like some adventure.
You're crazy, aren't you?
Just a little bit, butchering birds in your day job will
Who
do
am I
that to
talking
you.
to? What's your
Your worst nightmare, Polly Johansson. I'm a newcomer in the crime scene.
Have you gotten the person on the other phone's name, Polly? I wish
No,
to
what's
know
her
it so I
name?
may taunt them vigorously.
You don't need to know my name.
I need to know your name. If you want a proper bitch off, I need to know this bitch's name.
You'll know my name when and where we meet up.
Well, then give me the clues, because I know you're not going to be straightforward with it.
4000 South Street, Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go. It might take a while because I gotta get like flights or take over this car or something, get some gas. But I'll be there eventually. And I look over to Lork. Hey, you down for adventure?
If you're willing to have me, I haven't really. I don't know how to drive. I've been out in the wilderness.
Listen here, Miss Worst, last
you
name Nightmare.
You didn't want to be in the car before. You do now?
I wish to seek revenge. However, I do require to remain submerged. If you can drive the car into the lake, I may be able to assist.
Hey, how much do you value this boat? I'm in the phone.
That boat is a magical priceless antique that I wish to add to my collection, and I believe it can also serve some of my issues that you'll learn about if you survive this bitch off. Now,
but honestly, the boat is kind of annoying, an annoying prick, and
so are you. Hold on, I'm ahead of myself. We're not there yet.
Wow, you don't even know me.
You go by the worst nightmare. You're contrived and you're a waste of my time right now. I could probably pay you what it's worth for how much you're wasting my time. What's going on with my nephews, Matt and Mark?
I mean, honestly, can you just like leave him to die? They'll fix someone.
I do not leave family to die. This is I run a family of a.
It'll be a whole awesome Netflix documentary. You'll get more money off of the royalties of that than their lives. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I did the price cost analysis.
Miss Polly, what is Netflix?
Spell analysis.
ANALYSIS. Bitch.
You slow, but you got it right. At this point, randomly, John just like bursts out at the edge of the water, like, "Ah!" and he starts crawling up the He's
May I
crawling up
call
the
upon
side.
the lake monster now?
Draw.
See, it's been a minute. That's a 3. The lake monster is apparently off work today.
At that point, just one fish just like plops out, bangs into your head, and then just falls back in the water.
Hmm.
I just look at the boat. Did you do that?
It would seem that my allies are otherwise indisposed. I was expecting
you summoned a
screaming
fish.
bloodshed.
You summoned a fish. Can I have that fish? I don't mean to
Okay.
intrude, but excellent. And I pick up the fish and slap it against a rock. Later, I'll skin it and eat it later. Anyway,
Thou
sorry,
art
Miss
truly
Polly.
a noble warrior.
Didn't mean to interrupt you. And whatever
No
this bitch
worries.
off thing is.
Okay,
That was
so
bring you. No, listen here, bitch nightmare. You bring.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you want, bitch? Hag, old woman.
You are so trifling. You are so past my prime at this. Oh, I'm gonna make sure
You
you're dead by
wish.
the end of the day.
You wish you had the hips that I do. Not only are they childbearing, they're not in use.
I've already born all my children, and it's no surprise that you're such a waste of space in this regard. Anyway,
Lork
Waste
is just
of
very
space, I got
looking very
that.
uncomfortable with the any of that utterance. Lork is just like, oh, I'm trying very hard to be like, that's good, yes, continue. Sorry.
Be quiet, man. All right, back to the bitch.
Are you driving the car into the lake or not?
Bring all the boys that are there, Matt. So, if you want this to happen, Kyle, John, Matt, and Mark better be there at the address alive.
All right, Lork. Get some tying of their hands happening. And put the Brady Bunch into the car and the boat. And
I'll see you
we're
there.
going on a road trip.
And
See you there.
And she hangs
Bitch.
up. I already hung up.
Dang it.
But
You,
Lork
you-
just looks at Polly and goes, some of these are bleeding out. I do have a few tourniquets and some bandages. Should I attend those first, Miss Polly?
Yeah, tend them, but like make it a little too tight and uncomfortable so they know who's boss.
I will endeavor to do so. And I will like pull out my giant survival backpack that's been underneath my stuff. Essentially, Lork looks like Bigfoot, like just this giant hairy man wearing lots and lots of like animal furs. But he pulls out his backpack and he's like pulling out a bunch of like first aid kit and he's rendering aid. And the whole time he's just saying, I'm really sorry that you're in pain. That's not very fun. But you did murder a man, and I feel like that's, you know, kind of what is the word they use nowadays? Karma. That's the karma coming to. And he looks around, bite you in the ass. If you'll forgive the indecent, crude language.
Silver, are you
Anyway,
positioning yourself to receive the van that you've proposed to like kind of drive onto you or something like that?
No, I want them to just drive it straight into the lake.
So you want them to drive it straight into the lake, and are you just gonna like be sitting there next to their entrance point?
Something like that.
Okay, then you all more or less get everyone bandaged up, loaded up in the van or whatnot. Who's driving?
I'll drive because I don't trust these guys.
And Lork can't
I
drive.
can't drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lork
so-
doesn't know how
Yeah.
to be a human being.
But this checks out. Checks out. So alrighty. So Polly's driving, and Polly, are you gonna follow Silver the boat's advice to just drive it directly into the lake?
No, I'm gonna say, hey, listen, you weirdo boat who tried to get me to kill people, and now we're in this whole thing. You're gonna listen to me because this bitch off is at the top of my priorities right now. So get your boat butt into the van. What is it? Poop deck. Get your poop
Aft.
deck into the van. Aft.
Aft. Yep. Sorry.
That
Thank you.
requires it to be in the lake. I cannot leave.
Oh my! Why can't you leave? You need to sip on some. Could we get a glass of water for this boat freak here?
I am cursed. Once I was a Viking lord, many centuries ago. When I was slain in battle, my body was loaded into my boat and set adrift to be lit aflame so that I could join my fathers. However, my kin were terrible shots. They did not burn the boat. It drifted in the sea for many years, my body slowly decomposing. Eventually, my soul became one with the boat, and I have been unable to move on.
Tragic.
And now the boat's made out of like metal alloy from modern day like Honda, dinghies. But all that aside, okay. So, but Silver, you're proposing to the crew to actually just drive the boat into the water for some reason.
Yes.
Well, you guys are, if you're in the Bigfoot territory, you guys are in the Oregon area, need to get to Phoenix, Arizona. The van does have a full tank of gas, but magic boat, what do you want to do?
Can we even get to Phoenix? Phoenix is like in the desert. How do we get there without water? The boat will die.
I look at the person whose aunt it is. She has.
Yeah, Matt. Well,
You,
he's
minion.
yeah, like, so everyone's loaded in the van, and we're currently having this fight where Polly, as I'm envisioning, is yelling out the window at the boat, being like, "Are you coming with you? You're getting in," or whatnot.
Yes.
Now you, Silver, have projected yourself to where it is echoed through the van to like everyone can kind of hear it, but Matt can definitely hear it, and he's like, "Oh God, what the fuck? I thought he was out there." What?
The person attempting to acquire me is rich. Yes.
Yeah, disgustingly.
She has a large home.
Yes.
This home has a swimming pool.
Yes. Where is this going?
Drive the car into the lake, please.
Boat said drive the car into the lake, Mrs. Polly.
Okay, well, I'm not driving it into the lake, so you're getting in the driver's seat. I'll stand out here and watch, and you could drive it into the lake.
My hips are, and Kyle's like, I got it. I got it. I'll peacemake with everyone these days. So y'all rotate. Kyle just takes the wheel and just starts going with the car. Is like, alrighty, it's the second dumbest thing I've done all day, and he just floors it and just puts it off. It bounces as it hits down the curb and just lands in the water, just slowly starting to sink into the water. While you, Swivel, are just like,
image in your mind, or you may appear in the middle of the sea.
a clear image of what?
The pool.
What pool? Kyle, this isn't his aunt. I'm supposed to keep an image of the pool.
Yeah, just...
Matt, think of the pool. It's like, what? Think of your aunt's pool. Like, okay. So Matt just starts like,
I see how this goes. And I just grab all of them and load them into the back of the van. And then I go, Miss Polly, I believe we're about to experience magic. You should come and join us inside the sinking boat or the sinking car.
Everyone's been in the van the whole time as far as I thought, but keep going. So the van's been dropped. Car's open. Everyone's getting loaded in now.
Yeah, I will open the back and load everyone in and sit. And just like I sit and the front of the van like lifts up out of the water a little bit.
It's like slowly rising up. If it is, everyone's just kind of sitting in the water as it's like,
All right.
And what happens, Silver?
I will put myself directly on top of the sinking car, and as soon as it is completely submerged, I will call upon the ancient magics to sink straight through the mystic realms and pop out in this old woman's pool in the middle of the desert.
Wow, that was fast.
Okay, let's see if this goes any better than the last one. That's a 2.
That's a 2. You pop up in the neighbor's pool, upside down. So it's worked. You're in the right zip code, But unfortunately, you've popped up in the neighbor's pool, and he's a Marine. He is not about fuckery, and he is an American. So there's kind of like this whooshing and sort of this like rush of air and pressure in the air, like the sound barrier is broken. And he just goes out to the balcony and sees this van upside down but the boat, you as boat, are on top of it, mint. But the van's upside down and wrong, and everyone else is upside down inside of it. So y'all make of that with what you will. But he sees it like, oh, what the hell? Cracks a hand grenade and is rearing to actually like throw it to just blow up this situation because he's that red blooded.
Can
Alright, go
Lork
ahead.
like pop out of the van?
Draw to escape the van.
Okay.
That is a 4.
You're a bit stuck. You've been able to get your head out, but you're still fighting to actually like get to yourself the rest of the way through like the window or wherever it is you're trying to escape. Polly?
Is Lork above the water or under the water still?
You're still holding your breath.
Okay,
You're still. Polly, what are you doing?
I would like to get the heck out of this van and the water.
Draw.
Oh man, I got a 5.
Got a 5. You're still fighting for it. Matt and Mark have somehow been able to like hold enough breath, and they're just like paddling for their lives. So they've gotten to the back of the van, opened it up to like push it out. While I imagine, Lork, were you in the main back compartment, or were you in the front seat next to Polly?
I was in the back. I
Actually,
would
no,
have been
like,
sitting in front.
Okay, so you're getting hung up or something like that. Matt and Mark have made it to the back to at least unlock it. Polly was also in the back. Kyle was up front. And let's say John, who's now returned to normal age, is in the passenger seat. So the minions make their way out with their own trepidations or whatnot. Y'all need to draw at least one, get a successful draw on this time. Both of you go ahead and draw to escape the upside down van.
Okay.
I have
Ready?
received a 10.
Polly makes it out,
I've
quite winded,
received
having to
an
catch your
8.
breath. And alrighty, and Lork has made it out as well, but you guys are super winded trying to like catch yourselves and just kind of spitting out a bit of water or whatnot. Grenade tinks and lands like in the middle, so it's falling into the inner workings of the van. It's gone underneath you, Silver. What you gonna do?
Who is still in the van?
No one's in the van right now. Everyone else has basically like gotten themselves. They're still in the pool and like gotten to the edges. Yeah, the van is empty of personnel now.
I will return the van from whence it came.
Are you going with it?
No, I'm here for revenge.
Okay, draw a card for success of teleportation of the van from back whence it came. That's an ace. That van returns all the way back, not even to the, it pops out of the lake, and it's almost like it's reverse animation. Pops out of the lake, rolls back up, gets to the exact position it was, and closes all of its doors. Glass is repaired, waterlogged, just like flows out and goes into the lake, and it's just there. This pristine, brand new, like, I don't know, I can't think of a van type, like the Ford Transit van or whatnot. It's just there. It's mint condition now, ready to go, and a for sale tag like just pops up on its hood. Okay, so Grenade then blows it up. Alrighty, we're back in the pool. Marine has seen all this. Marine house owner, we're gonna call him Roger. He's seen all this and he's like, "What in the?" But he recognizes Matt. Like, Matt, Mark, what the hell are y'all doing here? And they call up, "We're here to deliver this boat to my aunt."
I will see her
After they
dead.
murdered its previous owner.
And we're having a bitch off.
I understood half of that. Wait. I understood half of that. Get next door. These kids and they're all thingies and bullshit.
All right, well, we go. I would say we start heading out to the next.
So y'all waterlogged, make yourselves the way off of Ralph's, Roger's property or whatnot, and make your way over to Matt and Mark's aunt's house. It's lavish. It's got a white on pink sort of design to it. Very kind of has this princessy, vibe about it. The garden area is kind of immaculate and shaped into animals and things like that. You can see through the windows that there is very fine, but just very kind of not consistent stylings of furniture. And some of them have heads on them, and they turn and look at you as you pass the window. Like an armchair just has two little hands on it, but there's a head crown at the top, and it just opens its eyes, and it's just like watching you guys like go by, much like how Silver has been creeping everyone else out so far.
I've seen this movie. It's old, well, by standards, I guess, but I saw this. It's the Beauty and the Beast, all like that. All the furniture's alive. I recognize this. This was a good movie. Wait, are we in a movie? I
Life is a
that would
movie.
explain a lot.
Okay, so Polly, did you want to knock on the front door?
Yeah, I knock on the front door, but aggressively.
The door is answered by a butler. Hello, I am Winston, and I imagine you are here to see the missus.
Yes, Mr. Hoity-toity. The missus has requested a bitch off, and I would like to see to that.
Quite right, quite right. I have heard about this bitch off. This crazy language you have these days, you and your kind. All right, this way. The missus is awaiting for you. He guides you all. Kyle's the only that sort of follows you guys down because he still feels like his life is in the hands of Lork. Matt and Mark get put on couches. John is seeing to them and helping them move around, so they're sidelined. But Winston leads you all down this initial staircase, like that puts you into a regular basement, but then keeps taking you guys further. And you now go into another basement. This opens up into like a big basketball court. And but there's two little platforms with two mic stands, and there's a woman there dressed with like pink and yellow sort of. I wish I had a better sense of coloring here, but like a pink and yellow sort of design in this like in this suit, in this pantsuit kind of outfit that she's rocking right now. And she sees you all come in. She's like, "Oh, is that my worst nightmare walking in?"
Yes, it is, old hag.
The name is Belle. I'm only going to tell you that because you won't be alive to share it with anyone else. So, are you ready for this bitch off or whatever it is you want to call it? And how does this even work? Is this just being catty with points?
It's more than being catty with points. The person at the end wins this house and all the magical items within. Even your terrible red roses. How basic.
Yeah, you seem like someone who wouldn't be able to tell what class is. All
Where am
What
I
right.
at the
class
moment?
is? Sorry, we
What
live
are
in
you?
the 21st century. Class looks different than your hoity-toity, moity-moity. I love my mom looking bitch. Okay.
Uh, so Silver,
Yes.
you were back settled in the pool after you had teleported the van back.
Yes.
Now, you sense like whispers coming from next door,
Hmm.
and they feel like the call of brethren.
Worrying.
Draw to see if you can maneuver outside your natural environment. That's a king. You float yourself to the edge and just prop out four little wooden legs, just propping yourself up, and now you are a boat. And it's like you're starting to have like this haze come off, and the Viking emblematicness has come through. You're not a steel boat anymore. The spirit has evolved and is near something that is much more like his kin, much more like what he is from.
Hmm.
Lork, what are you up to?
Trying really hard to understand the rules of this fight. as I don't understand why this woman would ever give this small petite woman her house and all of her worldly possessions simply because she was better at insulting her. I'm really confused by it. Also, the boat just grew legs and is starting to walk around, so Lork is 100% convinced that he has, in fact, entered madness, and he's out in the wilderness still somewhere, probably with sepsis or rabies.
This little
But at
moment
least
here.
he's dying nicely.
Winston walks up to you. He's like, "So, would you like anything? Sparkly water, juice, antipsychotics?"
I don't know what that last one is, but if you have a large lager, I would like this dream to have something nice in it.
I'll do that plus the. You look like you need a little toned down piece. So I will be right back. Winston's gonna go off. He's gonna get you the lager, and he's gonna come back. He's gonna give you that lager, and it has been spiked with an antipsychotic because he's kind of hearing you talk to yourself a little bit. So draw for
One
your
pointing out all the crazy.
well, draw for your reaction to this cocktail.
That is a queen.
I'm gonna let
Of
you
spades.
decide. I'm gonna let you decide how this play, how you react to that as we go along here. Rolling back real quick,
I
back to
will
silver.
say,
Rolling back to silver real quick. Silver, you've got the legs. You've got the call of this whisper. What are you doing now that you've been able to get out of the pool?
I will attempt to walk in that direction while calling out to all of the creatures of the area to come aid in my vengeance.
Draw your card.
I don't know what's here.
Oh yeah, no, you're getting squirrels, you're getting chipmunks, you're getting foxes, you're getting you're getting it all right now.
Excellent.
So
As I
you're making
lead
your
my
way.
vermin army towards her house.
Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty, worst nightmare. Why do you smell like dried meat? Oh my god,
Because I butcher birds like you on the daily.
not half bad, dear. Not half bad. Well, I guess we assume our positions. I imagine this is what it's gonna look like, just two idiots. And you're not getting the house. You get the boat. That's all I care about right now.
Okay, well, I'm a little ambivalent about the boat, but I will take your cat if that's cool.
Okay. This is
Don't give me
very-
that attitude, okay? I
This
am
is
giving
so
you a
strange
really
right now.
good deal.
Either
You
you take
wish you want something like this. What do you even do all day? You don't even know what the internet is. This is the most exciting thing that has come across your table aside from the weird things with faces in like half a century.
my chair conversing with you. Assume the position, and while I lacerate you with these comments, your hair is too short and you need braces. Boom, roasted.
Well, you
Before
need
this
to do
gets
your
off, can I
eyebrows.
see the butler? Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, can I see the butler? Like, I want to say for that queen that the butler literally just isn't even hiding it, just plops it in there,
Oh, yeah.
and Lork will just take it and just down it in one go, and just goes, "I don't know what you put in it, but it added a little zest to it. That was nice, thank you."
Well, sir,
Also,
you'd mentioned that you were going mad, and I figured I'd give you a little bit of something so you could actually stay relaxed while you're here as a guest.
thank you. Also, do you know what the internet is that they're talking about? I've heard of it, but I haven't
Yes.
actually done anything.
Yes, it's a fantastic
And
little invention that's come around in the last couple of decades. The internet, the information superhighway, if you will. It's a fantastic little invention done by, I believe, a Mr. William
Lork
Gates.
completely has glazed over.
There's all these. Would you like to see cat videos? Do you know? You clearly would know what cats are. Would you like to see some cat videos? They're absolutely adorable. I usually spend my spare time doing that. It's way better than some of the other things on the internet.
Uh, Absolutely. I would love some videos about cats. Is Disney the one in charge of that? They made the movie that you based your house off of. It's very nice. The Beauty and the Beast. It's Very nice.
I'm well aware of the theming of my of Mrs. Well, she does like to be called Belle, so Mrs. Belle's place. But anyway, no, come on.
Well, also, you seem to be very down to earth. Can I just ask you something? Is
Yes.
the boat growing legs and has it talked?
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. We're deep inside. We're 3 levels down from the ground floor here with no windows.
Oh, I thought the boat was due with us. My apologies.
You're good.
Uh,
I
Also, is your mistress going to actually give her cat to Miss Polly?
Yes, but that cat's also been like stuffed and taxidermied for the past 10 years, so it hasn't really gone well with the furniture, if you catch my drift.
Ah, I see. All right, well, lead on. I'll follow you, I suppose.
Yeah, no, we're just he's
Just
gonna take you over. He's just gonna take you over to the side. There's like a little card table with like 2 chairs where he just usually hangs out and just watches Belle just like practice her 3-pointers and things like that. But he just has a little laptop there, so he's just gonna go over there. You guys are just gonna go on like old school YouTube and just start watching cat videos.
and Lork is
Awesome.
fascinated, very, very fascinated.
This
He's a
world has
man
been
out of
changed
time right
forever.
now.
Polly, your turn for the bitch off.
Well, lady, so much for you calling me on my appearances when you have visibly unplucked chin hairs and smell like mothballs.
My wax appointment is tomorrow, and it's lavender, you uncultured swine.
Oh no, I'm very cultured. I use lavender on the daily. It mothballs or that smell that old people have on their skin.
You smell like rotten meat that's been left out for 5 days in the sun and then 2 days in the trash, but you decided to still walk in here and try to act like a person. Why would you bequeath such horrible things on society? Why is that butcher knife not in your own heart?
Because I like to spread the joy of killing birds here and there, and you know, I got moxie, which is something you don't have.
Silver, how's the corralling going? Have you made it to the front door yet?
Question on the amount of animals thing.
Draw.
In addition to squirrels,
Well, it worked really well. Let's just draw for the amount that are like right there in the visual sense.
right?
Oh, Jack,
I need to-
you have like, okay, you have an army of the small critters, just like a carpet behind you. Like you have a bridle train that's really wide, and there are deer. You have a Disney princess corral of animals with you right now. We're in Phoenix, so yeah, you've gotten all of the small animals and the deer in the area.
Excellent. I know just enough about the model to know that it relies on electricity, so I'm going to have the squirrels attack every electrical cable that they can find.
Okay. Go ahead and draw your squirrels.
Okay. Yes, girl.
What is that?
That is that would be
Joker.
the Jack. Yep, that would be the Joker. No,
That's the Joker. That's the Joker. All the power in the entire house shuts off. The mics are dead. The laptop's dead. The YouTube is gone. We are now in a subterranean room that is pitch black with only the only light available is like anyone that would have a phone, which would be frankly just Winston.
Lurk will pull out his camp supplies and light a torch. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I hit the space bar button that your butler was telling me about. I didn't realize it would do that.
Winston, what the fuck is going on? I'm trying to get this bitch off over with this crazy woman. I was like, I'm sorry, dear. Appears the power has gone out. The weather was bright and sunny all day. I know we live in Phoenix, Arizona. There is no weather. It's just hot and sunny. It's why I moved here. Polly, what do you do?
Well, wouldn't you know how to live in the dark since you grew up before electricity?
I do know how to live in the dark because I went by candlelight, but that's gone away forever. I also know how to live in the dark and. Damn it.
Are you faltering in your bitch off currently?
My house has no power in it, and there was a load of laundry of delicates running. I'm worried about that right now. Not,
Well, you'll be glad to know that I canceled your wax appointment while this was all happening.
how would you even do that?
I called every wax agency, wax place in the area of Phoenix and asked for the bitch is appointment.
And they're gonna get it from me. I swear to God, they're gonna get it from me if that's actually what they put me by. I swear to God, these fucking useless cunts. I swear to God. I swear.
Are the doors to this place open, or is this place like locked down?
There
down
is like no issue because this is also a very heavily gated situation. She has an old school sense, and Winston has an old because Winston's always there. There are security pieces, but everything's shut the fuck down right now. They hit Ethernet cords, they hit SAT lines, they hit the electricity. The dishwasher is gridlocked. The forks are wondering why they're not getting touched, and it's just locked down right now. So the doors are open. The doors are just regular deadbolts. Okay, Amazon's not even getting like the ID, like getting the front door. So you have full reign to enter this house in whatever way you desire with your Disney Princess's army.
Yes, I would like them to literally form a carpet underneath me and carry me up over any obstacle in my way as I search this place for my target.
So you get your surge of wave of creatures, like some fluffy ant wave, and just crash through the front door, and you just are like flowing around the entire area. You are noticing all of these furniture pieces. Some of them are like crystalline and like sparkly and stuff like that. Some of them, like I said before, have heads on them, and they're looking at you. And are you shocked to see anyone else like you?
I am.
Brother, you have made it here. Welcome to Belle's Menagerie of strange things, and frankly, we're all magical. We never really get to figure out what the fuck we do, honestly.
I did not know there were more of my kind. Are you likewise cursed to suffer an immortality for eternity?
Oh yeah, cursed all that in the bag and stuff like that. I was supposed to be sent off on the Giant's Causeway or whatnot to catch my way on over to my uncle or whatnot, but I died along the way, so my soul just went along the ocean for a couple thousand years, and I ended up in this chair.
Oh.
And then Mrs. Belle just figured out about me or whatnot, thought I granted wishes or whatever. Then I've just been here. I do pour Guinness from this armrest, so that's cool.
If only I still had.
Are you thirsty?
You see a look of like actual despair fall over my face. It has been centuries since I have been able to partake. My suffering is boundless.
Oh no, a good old pint of Guinness will take care of that for you. Hey, good stuff. Good stuff. Straight from the tap. Straight from the tap.
My suffering is lessened. What? Have I reached the halls of Valhalla?
No. You're still in the menagerie. I think they went downstairs. What are you here for anyway? What's your name, friend?
It has been many years since I have used my full name. I once was known as the Lord of Silver Eagles.
Nice to meet you, Silver. I'm Patty.
A pleasure to meet you, Patty. I am here to enact vengeance on the one who would attempt to take me from my master, who admittedly was murdered pretty easily.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but I think they all went downstairs. So if you want to go make their way down, they're probably on the basketball court.
Excellent. I have acquired several deer with which to gore them. Would you care to join me?
No, I'm good. He starts drinking his pint.
Very well. I shall return once victory has been claimed, and I will like plop, 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 plop my way towards the stairs.
So we come on back down. Winston's the only one that's got like a flashlight phone or whatnot, and he's guiding his way, and as well with Lork with the torch. So y'all are just making your way to that side door right now. We have now devolved at this point in this bitch off because like the distraction with the light. But Polly, you're still locked in, just throwing insults. She's like, "Stop it, cunt!" And you're just like,
Not much of a bitch, are you?
not particularly when my house is being broken right now. I have weird people invading me. And Winston, can you open that door, Winston? Yes, my dear. And he just opens the door. It's still pitch black, and he's still leading the way on up the stairs. Lork, are you trying to head up at the front, or are you at the rear of this?
I'm moving ahead of him, going. Should I take the lead and move forward with the torch, or?
Go right on ahead, sir. You've got much better light than I do right now with that torch.
And I will move forward. Do I hear like the clomp and declomp sounds?
Um, yeah, let's say yes.
Okay. Lork, since Lork has been around many a fawn, as well as the bucks and stags, does he like he's going to hear the clomping of all these critters? Can he identify them based
I
off
would
of like the
say
noise they're making?
I would say for the amount of critters that are in this house right now, because again, Silver just flowed in on a river, like a Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring river, but actual physical animals of chipmunks, squirrels, lizards, everything. Like just float on in. Deer are just like prancing around them, like just perfect symmetrical, just presentations. Like I have arrived, kind of energy. And now he's just clomping around, but they're still kind of scattering and kind of shitting everywhere in her house as well. So you can smell them, you can hear them, and I would say I would just give it to you. You could name everything that's in this house right now, animal wise.
I'm saying they're coming down towards us. Is that correct?
Yes. Silver, are you heading downstairs per the directions from Patty?
Yes, I am leading this recreation of Jumanji straight down. I'm just waiting to get to the top of these stairs.
Okay. No.
Like.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I will turn back to Winston and go. You seem to have a problem. There's at least I can hear at least three different types of stag. One of them seems to be a very large one. I can at least I attest that he's probably a 12-pointer at least. Several of the doe, I think, rabbits, squirrels, a scorpion or two, which is odd because I believe they're common here, and there's not. But they probably got trampled by the other things, to be honest. A lot of birds, and then several other smaller ground species of vermin. Um, is that normal for your house, or is that an oddity?
Winston's like, oh my god, no! So this is quite strange. How many? What is there an entire zoo in here now? My goodness.
Yes, but they are heading our direction. Is that a cause for alarm, or are these your pets?
I don't know the idea with this. They're heading this way. That sounds pretty bad. Like, and at this point, there is the wave of animals. No Silver on him because he's just clomping along. The waves are kind of flowing around him because they're just filling out this place. Like just, oh my god, it's a flood of just furball frenzy and everything. And it just floods in, and they just are swirling past you. Almost think like like a flood of rats in a sewer scene.
Yeah.
But it's all just cute, fuddly brownness, and it's just curling around. In the back, you hear Belle just, what is all this? Why are all these animals in my house? Polly, what's your reaction?
I take the opportunity. I'm like, aha! They have recognized that I am the ultimate bitch.
One squirrel just like stops, like, and just keeps going.
Exactly.
So, Silver, what have you gone to the top of the? Have you gone to that top of the stairs yet?
Yep, I will loom there, standing in like the only light that's streaming in, basically.
Yes. So the sunlight's coming through from that ground level story, and there's just this looming Viking head just staring down at all of you, and the eyes are even like glowing a little bit, and because this is like a square kind of spiral staircase that took you guys down from regular basement into the subterranean basement, pretty much. everyone else is like kind of looking down or looking up, but Belle is the one that's like looking up, like, and heard all this, and she locks eyes with you. What do you just whisper that like over the?
Yeah, no, I'm basically going to have the animals move me forward, and I'm just gonna come careening down the stairs at everyone.
Draw to see. Shoot, no, I'm not gonna pull that. Alrighty, you're careening. You're just jumping down. So at this point, I'm gonna draw for Belle and for Winston, or I'm gonna do for Winston and then Belle in that order.
Alright.
Lork and Polly draw to dodge the falling boat. the boat that's just like.
Yeah, just right down the stairs.
All right, Lork first. All right, you dodge just fine.
Jack.
Polly, you're at the ass end. You're gonna get this a little rough actually. So, and Winston's right at the front. So Lork dodges just fine. Winston, he gets right run over. He is crushed dead on the spot. We now go to Belle, 7, just as bad as you're gonna get Polly. She gets caught over the edge of the left side of like the front of the boat, the front bow of the boat. You get on the right side, just and you guys are just being flooded down and then back out into the basketball court. Just flat out. There's animals everywhere. They're climbing up the walls. They're pulling on stuff. They're hanging on the basketball courts or whatnot. They have dismantled that card station in the corner, and they're eating those cords because the command is still in play from those squirrels, and they are hungry. So the laptop's getting like eaten. So we're all splayed out. Belle's like, oh, she's still caught over. Polly, what are you doing? Because you're also still like caught by that boat. So
that boat really hit me real hard, and I could see that it hit Belle pretty hard. So I look over and I ask, you know, we might both be bitches, but was it worth it in the end?
the boat is in my house, and that's good enough. I just need to get Winston to get it upstairs. And she just like falls back and sits on her ass. Oh my gosh. Lork, what are you doing? Because you just dodged. So the wave of animals is like past you. You were able to dodge the boat. Where are you at? What are you up
And I
to?
have grabbed Winston.
No, he's dead. That 2 draw, like, if you wanted to contest that, like, yeah, no, you want to check him. You want to draw and see and check him, but he got straight ran over by this boat.
That's fair. I mean, I'll
Yeah,
draw at the very least to be like, can I feel a pulse, maybe?
if you draw for it, I'm gonna. Yeah, you check his pulse. It's Jack. Yeah. You're good at checking the pulse. He's still dead. He is still dead.
I will. I'll close his eyes and go. If it makes you feel any better, you had a better death than the guy that your mistress's nephew murdered to get that other boat here. Also, thank you for the logger. That was really nice of you. I appreciate it. And then I look over and I go, boat, boat.
Yes.
Are you done with your revenge thing, or I don't get me wrong. I appreciate this vision that I'm having as I die in the wilderness somewhere. But honestly, it's kind of gone on too long, and I have questions about my own cognizance here, and I would really like to just die now. So,
Well, that was actually going to be close to my next step. If you would like to assist me, load this old woman into me and then light me on fire. You may join her in death if you so wish.
I'm already dying, so I don't think that's necessary. But why are we wanting to load the old woman inside you?
Only by sacrificing one who lived a full and complete life. In the fires of my own body, may I at last ascend. Yes, this whole thing was kind of a complicated suicide thing. I'm very tired. I have been stuck as a boat for centuries. Please kill me.
Can I make a strange suggestion? Winston here is already dead, and he lived a full life. Can I load him into you instead, and that way you don't have to kill some random woman that you've never met before?
I
like that.
suppose that would fulfill the requirement, yes, assuming that he was directly involved in my getting here.
He was not.
I will look at I will look at like Winston and not really understanding. He's just gonna pick up Winston and move Winston's jaw. I brought you here all by myself, not even hesitate, like subtly trying to hide it, just like hoping because Lork is 100% convinced this is a weird fever dream, and he's really hoping that he's gonna wake up soon. But he will bring the body over and just look at the woman and go, Winston had a full life, right?
Oh yeah, she is. Bella's filled with like so many like mixed emotions right now between she's used to the furniture talking. She's not used to the furniture having like a full like self-immolation life goal. She's not used to furniture having life goals. Does that make sense? Is that a reasonable?
Yes.
That feels like a reason.
So
But did he help and was complicit in bringing the boat here?
he rented the van.
Good
Good
enough.
enough.
And I throw him in. And I go, and you want to be lit on fire? Yes, boat?
Admittedly, it would be best if I was set out to sea.
Well, we're 3 stories down, apparently, and I don't think there's any water nearby. I could get you a cup of water. Oh, Polly has an idea.
If we dig deeper into the water table, there will be some water.
You are not tearing out my basketball court to set this boat on fire.
Okay.
Also,
I have a pool. I have a pool. Like, can
It was how we were meant to arrive here. Unfortunately, my aim was off.
wait? Where'd you go?
Yes.
Next
To
door.
your neighbors?
Wait, Cindy's or Rogers?
Rogers.
How'd you guys survive? He's
He
insane.
was a very nice guy.
Yeah, did you get past the grenade?
Yeah, that was
Yes,
the
it fell into the van that Winston rented.
Oh god, we're not gonna get a
van
deposit
was
back on that.
restored to perfect health.
Oh good.
And then it exploded.
Wait, what? So Silver, at this point, not to lead the witness too hard. Are you gonna have like your critters like bring you back up up to the water, up out to the pool or something like that?
Yes. In fact, I will have them carry everyone whether they want to or not.
Oh
I
god.
will specifically use the birds, all of the birds, to carry Polly.
Oh, my cleaver is hot right now.
Ollie, are you gonna try to swipe at the birds that are trying to carry you to the finale of this situation?
I am resisting the urge, but it might overcome me halfway through.
Okay, we'll check back on that. We'll check back on that.
Lork is still 100% convinced this is all a dream, and he's gonna either wake up or he is currently in the death throes.
No,
all together.
Yeah.
All right. So you all get busted out and spread out across the pool, across just the pool deck and everything. And the critters are just very gracefully, Silver, just lowering you into the pool. Would you like to run this situation by at all or anything like that?
So I will gently slide into the water with this dead man, just crumpled body in the back. And as he slides in, all of the animals will begin to disperse and head out in all of their different ways. And then he will turn and look at everyone collectively. You have enabled me to end my long suffering. Truly, there have been no finer warriors I have known in my many years. Your proficiency at murder is so very admirable. Which one of you will set me aflame and send my spirit to its eternal reward?
You still have the torch, Lork.
Well, I know. Lork
Okay.
is holding the torch currently and just going, I suppose, and I'll pull out like a little bit of kerosene oil and be like, "This will help," and just like pour it
going-
all over.
Silver is going to look at the woman. Actually, do you have a bow and arrow?
No, I
Well,
hold on, hold on. She's gonna run next door, knock on Roger's door. Can I borrow a compound and one? Thank you. And she just comes back. I don't know how to. She just like she's kind of very shakily trying to like set up this shot. Like yes, I think I've got this.
as long as you are capable of lighting the arrow on fire and hitting me from point blank range, we shouldn't have a problem here.
I think I can do that. At this point, Kyle, John, Matt, and Mark have like come out to like see this situation and just like, what are you doing, Auntie? He's like, I'm killing the boat, I guess. So she lights like whatever's like a tissue, like a wad of like paper towels or whatnot, and then just like and just sinks it like right into like the hull, lit and
Beautiful.
everything.
Now, as this is happening, you said that he wasn't involved at all.
Winston literally has been just he's not involved with the planning. He is literally just a servant. He is just the hand of Belle. He's just he rented the van, recruited the driver who's now dead. Great job. And kind of gave everyone like he did the logistical part, but otherwise in terms of planning, intent, anything like that, no.
Okay. Final important question. Has he ever killed anybody?
Oh yeah.
Cool. In that case, as Silver bursts into flames and everything just erupts into a pillar of fire, and you watch as out of the smoking remains of this little motorized dinghy boat that has weathered the centuries of time, a like 7-foot tall hulking monster of a man will appear in spirit form and just ascend towards the heavens, followed immediately thereafter by the Winston.
Goodbye, dear. It was lovely serving you. I'm off with this guy, Mrs. Silver, I believe. Anyway, you have a lovely. It was wonderful. Lork, pleasure meeting you, sir. Polly, keep working at it. You both were great on the phone. I got to hear at least her side of it. Y'all were snarky cunts. Loved it, but a little under pressure on the mic. I saw that. It was okay. You all have a wonderful time. I'm off to see my grandmother. I haven't seen her in ages. And he just floats off away.
Lork just goes,
Bye,
"Bye, Winston."
And
Yeah. Lork just looks at her and goes, "So, awkward question. Am I dead or am I alive? I'm really confused. Um, Miss Polly, are you a figment of my imagination?" And for the first time, like Lork is actually going to like he's assuming that the people that like have been relevant are like are not really people. And so he like comes over, he's like, excuse me, and he just like pokes Polly in the shoulder and he goes, "Oh, I was really hoping when I bandaged them up earlier that was just my imagination. I think that you're all real, aren't you?"
100%, yes. And then I give him a
Uh,
little smack. Does that feel real?
yes, yes. That is your hand okay? I know my chin is very durable. But yes, it did. That was very real. Um, does that mean that we just left a dead man back up in Oregon?
literally like on the side of the road, actually.
Yes.
There is a dead man dead with a gunshot wound next to an exploded van with a for sale tag sign on it, like just there.
There's also evidence leading to someone realizing that there's probably a body in the lake
Well, there's
and another
also
body that was like
There's
covered by
grenade
rocks
trap.
near the edge of the lake. Yeah.
All
from the
four,
man
no,
they murdered.
the man they murdered is dead in the lake. The four guys that were initially the initial fishers that killed the man in the lake, they're all actually alive. It's Matt, Mark, John, and Kyle, because John got like
Well,
aged
there was
rapidly.
one more guy that got the man that was originally owned Silver. He killed one of them. So there was
Oh yeah,
five
so the
guys. We
fifth,
don't
yeah,
know
that
his
fifth
name.
guy. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
not worried about him.
So
Not
there's
worried.
potentially four corpses in that small, less than like 100-yard area.
and and there is tracks in that mud of the boat being dragged up or like walked up, and then there are tracks of the van driving into the lake, but it's still there, but it's blown up. But still,
We've created urban legends, is what I'm saying.
yes.
Well, you do look like Bigfoot, and I kill birds. So I
Bigfoot did all
think
this.
I think at this point we can call that story a bit of a rap piece. At this point, I don't even. Sometimes the title for a tale comes up at by the end of it. I got nothing for this one right now. I got maybe the silver boat. I don't know. This has been 3DMs in a tale. I have been your host and your story master, your DM, Aaron Church Solomon. This is like my third time doing it, and everyone get your sign-offs in, and let's get ourselves on out of here. Michael.
Yeah, Michael Overy, also known as the Black Stag GM. You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and at blackstaggm.com.
Awesome.
My name is Will. I don't really have anything else to plug, so we'll keep it moving.
Awesome.
And I'm Roo. You can find me at Arusa STFU on all social media or on a random stage or bar somewhere within Orlando doing stand up.
Yes, sir. And Michael, do you still do DMing sessions or whatnot for hire there at the We Geek Tavern there in Provo, Utah, right about 30 below Salt
Yep.
Lake City? So if you're in the Salt Lake area, you would like to actually have Mr. Michael Overby here, the Black Stag GM, run a TTRPG of any kind, classic D&D or otherwise, he is your man. If you can't tell by the curly mustache, he is a creative nutter and a fantastic storyteller. We will see you all another time. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This episode of 3DMs in a Tale is brought to you by... Welcome to Otello's Diner. Are you hungry? Are you starving? Did you just finish a long shift at the Michello's disgusting docks loading contraband that, as much money as they'll make on it, you'll never see a dime of no matter how hard you work? Come on down then to Otello's Diner. We've got the best grilled cheese and tomato soup this side of Belle, and it is the best, I guarantee it. Finely grilled and put together by the Zabinoff family's very own Auntie Mab.
Yeah, Auntie Mab, I'm the best cook, chemist, mechanic in the city. I can bake stuff that'll make your brain melt. In a good way, in a good way. Well, in a bad way too, but in a good way.
Find us in the Zabinoff family quarter 2 blocks north of our clean and pristine docks that are manned by our well-paid and respected profit-sharing tradesmen. We'll see you soon. This is a fictional ad made entirely for entertainment purposes. Otello's Diner and all characters, places, and references therein are entirely fictional and made entirely for the purposes of entertaining, garnering a laugh, or encouraging you to go out and make a grilled cheese and tomato soup for the people that you love in your life. Do it. Otello's Diner is not a real place, venue, restaurant, or location to garner grilled cheese and tomato soup. You're better off actually getting that at your own local diner. Otello's Diner is a fictional location made entirely inside of the Grilled Cheese with a Side of Justice episode of the 3DMs and a Tale Entertainment catalog in Season 1. Otello's Diner is not responsible for any makings of grilled cheese and tomato soup that may or may not be to your liking. Please be warned. If you try to go to Belle, you may suffer from failure to launch, lack of oxygen, and a chromie shark eating your face.